Greetings and salutations. This is going to be the final episode of Witches and Warlocks, or Witches X Warlocks, to use the proper title really. And this is the ending I've been personally waiting for, Camilla, because she's the only person really who can keep a handle on our little witch. Damien's a bit too kind. Zero, well, you know, he's stubborn, but he's quite easy to fade. Honestly, I kind of really like the vampire. She's really one of my favourite characters. Right. We've all seen the exam so far. I'm just going to skip. Yeah, let's just hit the skip button. We've seen it all. I mean, we'll just skip right through it. I should have pulled the lever. I suspect you just get slightly injured, but don't have to use the potion. Let's go with crawl. As soon as the spell is cast, just crawl along the walls and leave the pit behind me.
Alright!
Right, next one I should be halfway through. Leech life. I do need to have a snack anyway. Before the zombie can advance on me, I look him squarely in the eyes.
Life leech!
Within seconds he grumbles and falls unconscious. That was too easy. Well, that was easy. Oh well. We're just gonna go through the wall. Oh, you can scent track on the wall. Weird smell from the wall, maybe.
Scent track! Yes!
The smells are coming from the bricks, some are stronger than others. Tap against the brick with a heavy smell, and the glowing room suddenly appears. Surely it would be the one with the heaviest scent would be the last one that was touched, not the first.
Huh?
Okay. Interesting. Have to touch them in the order of the how heavy the scent is. It's an interesting, extremely hard exercise about wasting my nose ends up being sharp. At least it's sensitive as real werewolves. But after what feels like a turning, I get it done.
Alright!
The ball disappeared. Nice. Let's move on.
Huh?
And then we have the boring encounter with the Reaper, where he just mugs you. Camilla! I burst into the human shop with reckless abandon, waving my arms enthusiastically in the air.
Wow!
Da-da-da, da-da-da. I passed my exams. I did it.
Yes!
I'm going to be a real witch, not tragically expelled. I thought she was at the register, but for a moment I mentioned passing, all I catch is a glimpse of Camilla's cape fluttering. She rushes towards me, takes my hands in hers.
Congratulations!
Congratulations, my dear.
I'm impressed.
You've impressed me. I honestly had no faith that you would pass the Magic's devilish exams with only a week's worth of study, and yet here you are. What do you mean you had no faith?
Right.
I was under the tutelage of the beautiful, one and only Countess Camilla. How could I fail with such a brilliant mentor? Camilla's face blushes and she sinks to the collar of her cape. Really, she makes it too easy. Then it's most fortunate I took you under my wing, isn't it? I give both her a hand to squeeze, and she shyly peers at me in response. If I hadn't seen her in action, I don't think she'd ever be sort of hunter in the slightest. Which reminds me, actually.
Well...
Hey, Camilla. Do you remember our conversation from the other day where you outsmarted the vampire hunters? Her face falls a little as she lifts her head to fully face me. Guess that answers that.
How?
How did you do it? It's been driving me peanuts. Well, I suppose you do deserve a little reward.
Anyway.
The truth is I didn't.
Now...
The little mouse, though she had acted as bait, was my saviour that night. The girl from the picture rescued you. I thought she was scared of you. Camilla nodded.
She was.
And I'm not necessarily sure why she helped me, in spite of it all.
Maybe.
Perhaps she was simply following the old game, or perhaps that connection we shared still lingered in her heart.
At any rate.
Either way, she left me an opening, as she always had, time and time again, and I chose to take it.
Well...
What happened to her after that? She shrugs. Despite her nonchalant attitude, I can tell it bothers her. Her downcast eyes give it away.
I have no idea.
That was the last time I saw her. From what I gathered, she died and was buried somewhere in Silverain, but that was decades ago. My hands tense up and press against hers. Do you want to see her again?
Of course.
I intended to apologise properly upon our next meeting, but I never got the chance. I was foolish to. I feel her grip slacken in mine, as if she's drifted off a moment I let go. But I have no intention of letting that happen.
Well...
What's stopping you?
Right.
You've got like 3 raises and a bonus from Mr. West this week alone. And they've been working in the human shop long enough that we should be able to get afford the trip, right?
Pardon?
We?
Yeah...
Yeah, I'm not just gonna let you take a vacation by yourself, you know. And I've always wondered what it'd be like to travel across Europe. Oh, and the city I love in France, there isn't there? That settles it, I'm going. Despite my efforts, Camilla presses her lips together in uncertainty.
My dear little witch.
You are truly quite shameless at times, my darling. No, I suppose that's just one of your many charms.
But
When I visit the grave, won't you be bored?
Well,
Well, I need to meet my rival eventually, don't I?
huh?
Your rival? She shoots me a blank stare for a long moment, and her cheeks light up like the inside of a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh my.
That is, goodness, I did not think that you'd... Miss Countess, don't tell me you've fallen for me too. I raised one of Camilla's hands to my lips and gently kissed her knuckles. I think if she turned any redder, she'd explode. Sorry? Too much? She shakes her head side to side vigorously but doesn't reply. In response, I can't help but giggle until my own feelings of resignation creep in.
well,
Don't worry, I know you're still in love with her, so I won't tease you anymore.
but
But I think as long as those mistakes are haunting you, you won't be able to notice anyone else. And maybe I'm a bit selfish, but at least I want a fighting chance.
Oh.
Oh, my sweet dear little witch, you have it all wrong. She gently pulls her hands from mine, my heart sinks. Did I mess up? I thought she liked the aggressive approach. Sorry, I think I misread the, never mind.
well,
Sorry, I'll go. Before I can turn away, Camilla's hand on my cheek to meet me. She draws me down into a kiss. My heart does backflips against my chest. She gently pulls away. I feel my lips... witch's resolve... when she gently pulls away, I feel my witch resolve begin to waver, having already been suddenly overwhelmed by her soft lips. Is this a yes? Is it a no? I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here.
You dummy.
The way I feel about her and the way I feel about you are completely different. She flicks the tip of my nose. I blink.
Now,
She may always be important to me, but it doesn't mean there's no room left for you.
even if I'm not an immortal?
of course. I plan to cherish all the time we have for the precious thing that it is. And if a day comes that we should part ways, then I will keep every memory I hold of you close to my heart. Even if I cannot give her the apology she deserved, I may at least honor her memory by correcting the mistakes I've made in the past. And show her I can move forward in my future with you.
Once it registers in my head that the Camilla likes me too, a fierce blush rushes against my cheeks and spreads to the very tips of my ears. I try to regain my earlier suave and charismatic composure, but the words escape me. Be cool, Jason, be cool.
Wow, that sounds pretty profound.
She raises a brow, smiles, amused, before proceeds to bat her eyelashes at me.
You think so, huh?
I do, but after we visit and make amends, I really want to see Paris. Can we go, please?
I look Camilla in her violicious eyes, waving my class hands up at her. She stares at me for a moment, a little surprised. With such a warmth to her gaze, I feel myself blush even more profoundly than before, or profusely than before. At long last, a soft chuckle escapes her lips.
Oh, all right.
The end. That last bit was a bit weird. I was expecting going to be like, who knows, you might be finding mortality at some point. I mean, you might even choose to become a vampire with her. But again, a fun game. I fully support anyone who wants to go purchase the DLC. You've seen somewhat of a playthrough that gets you through the game, gets you all the bonus money as well, because the events will not change. They always occur on certain days after a few loads. I've tried to experiment with that. And yeah, this one's been fun. Again, thank you for watching. And I know I've stuttered quite a bit during this series, so sorry about that. It has been a bit of a comeback to come back and start doing all the narration off written text again. And, well, again, as visual novels go, I found it a nice one. I do wish there was more than this background song, though. It's been driving me mad. And with that parting message, I'm going to go rest my ears for a bit. Thank you all, and I will catch you next series.